Hello boys and girls, I'm back with another video and we are going to talk about my Tacoma. Yes, the first thing that you will notice if you're a local is that I'm wearing glasses now because I've been blind for a little while, but now I can see. It's a whole new world. But let's get focused on the video. So this was supposed to be a Taco Tuesday video. That's a segment that I want to try to start to do just every Tuesday, a video of the Tacoma. So today's a little bit late just because I've been waiting for some things to complete the video. So it's gonna be kind of a Taco Thursday or Wednesday or whenever this video comes out, hopefully soon. But let's get started. So I did a few things to my truck over the weekend and over the past 2 weekends. So one of the first few things that I did to the truck is, like I said in the last Tacoma video, I got LED headlights from Oxbeam LED. Now for some reason they only sent me one, and I think I said this in the clip after this, but they only sent me one headlight. So I had to ask, oh, I only got one. Can you send me another one? They're like, okay, sure. So I just mounted the first one and I didn't plug anything in because there's relays and stuff, and I'll talk about that later. But here's what it looks like. I also started putting in one of the LED headlights that I got from Oxbeam. I'm going to do a complete video on it, but I just wanted to see how one of them works. Now it's not plugged in all the way because I have to put in some relays and stuff, but this is pretty much the finished product, and I think I'm going to undo it and paint this Hollister thing black just to match the bumper or the grill, and I think it looks a lot better. I mean, it's definitely different, and that's definitely really what I wanted. But yeah, I like it. It looks aggressive. I don't know, it looks like an alien, so I think this will make it pretty distinctive on the road, knowing that this is my truck. But it didn't go in normally because the shape of the headlight is different. It doesn't recess all the way in like this halogen one, like the original one. It sticks out a little bit more, but I just got longer screws for it and put it in and then plugged it in, but that's not how the plugs will be. But I'll still be able to adjust it with this screw and the one on the side, so I won't be blinding people, but it just sticks out a little bit more than normal, which doesn't really bother me. I don't really notice it at all, but I don't know. We'll see how both of them look. I'm still waiting for the other one because they only sent me one on accident instead of two, but yeah, so far Project Dory, the Tacoma, is going along smoothly. So like I said, I like them, but I'm just waiting for that other light. Now the second thing I did is replace the turn signals. Now before, they were this old 90s, 80s looking orange turn signal housing. So what I'm planning on doing is having it as a switchback setup, and I literally just got the light bulbs today for the turn signals, and it's, what day is it? It is Tuesday. But I literally just got the bulbs today, so it couldn't fit in this video. But I did replace the housings with the clear turn signal. Also got clear fogs for it, so they were just literally a direct replacement, and they came with their own bulbs. But I did order switchback bulbs, so these are going to be white and amber. And I did put in amber corner lights as well, so you know, those are LEDs from Alla Lighting. Those are really bright at night, and they're really bright during the day. I plan on using those as like running lights during the day while I'm just driving, so yeah. And I just think it makes the truck look a little bit different, and it just, these little things make it look like my truck. The next thing that I did, well, the next two things, is I replaced the reverse lights. Well, I got the reverse lights to work, because ever since that last taillight video, I did install the LED reverse lights from Oxbeam, but they didn't work because I had to replace the reverse light switch. So over the weekend I did that, but I did just try the reverse switch, so it's in reverse right now, don't worry, it's off, and I'm hyped. the reverse lights work, so I did a good job. And they're bright. They're from Oxbeam LED, so they're bright as hell. So I'm really happy with that. And then the taillights have been fine. I mean, I haven't moved it because first, the battery's dead, and second, it needs a timing belt, water pump, because it just pisses itself as soon as you put coolant or water in it. So it needs a few things, so I don't want to run it or drive it yet. And it needs tags, so I have to do inspection. So I need a new windshield and a few other things to pass inspection. So that's why it's just been sitting in the same spot as it's been. But I'm hyped. While I was at it, I did replace the license plate lights with last fit 194 bulbs, and they are bright as heck. But like I said in the next clip, I think I have to rewire one of them because it doesn't really work well. And since we're already talking about the rear end of the truck, I finally got to replace the rear bumper. Now, I was thinking about making a separate video on it, but there is another really detailed video out there that I will post up here, wherever the top right is in the cards. But it's a really detailed video, and I like it a lot. So for reference, if you want to replace your rear bumper, use that video up there. And it's not a dedicated bumper replacement video, but it shows the key points. And I did talk about it later on, but it's just a little thing if you want to watch a fully structured video on it. So for the bumper, you have to get to that. Then there's another one somewhere in there. And then there's, I think, 2 more. So they are all 19 millimeter. This is the old rear bumper, which is rusty, and like all of that came off. And there's the new rear bumper. Look at how much nicer it looks. Look at that. And then, I mean, it has all new hardware, like new brackets. You can't see that, but it's so much nicer. Like, I'm gonna put LED license plate lights, but it's so much better. Now, lastly, I had a little bit of a mix-up at the junkyard. I also went to the junkyard on Saturday. Well, the last Saturday that I was there. Well, the last Saturday that... You know what I mean. I don't know how to talk sometimes. I'm not really good with words. That sounds like a YouTuber that I will not talk about. I found gauges from a 98 4Runner with the tachometer because I didn't really like the fact that I didn't have a tachometer on my truck, and it's stick shift, so it would help if I did have a tachometer. I have no idea why truck makers in the 90s, at least these compact trucks, didn't put tachometers even in their base model trucks. It's kind of weird, but I found gauges from a 98 4Runner that I thought would fit in my 97 Tacoma, but the Tacoma has some weird prong thing that goes into the back of the cluster. That looks bad.
Nice.
But that's how it is, and the 4Runner's cluster doesn't do that. So all I did was put LED bulbs into the original cluster, and it makes it look a lot nicer and almost Lexus-like. And those are also last fit 194 bulbs. It's those big T10 bulbs that you use for your license plates and stuff. Those are the ones that clip in for the cluster. And it got a little bit darker, so now you can see the white gauges. So, I mean, it's a win-win, I guess. I put the LEDs in there, but I didn't have to go through the trouble of getting this new thing. And then the climate lights are also white LED. These are last fits. That's a generic one, but that's just so much nicer. Look at that. I didn't focus on the radio just because I'm going to be replacing it with a new head unit in the near future. So I didn't really care about that because the radio will have its own white colors, so everything will match. But that's pretty much it. That's all I did. I mean, that was kind of a lot of stuff, and I did most of this in one weekend, which, I mean, you could do it in a day. I did pretty much all of it in a day. But Yeah. One thing I want to do is replace this bench side with a bucket, just like this side, and then build a center console here. So it'll attach from here and then go all the way back, and I'll have cup holders besides these really crappy old ones that are useless. So I'll have cup holders, I'll have switches, USB ports, and then a center console part to put stuff in, because there's no storage in here. I mean, there's stuff here, there's the glove box, but there's nothing else really. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope you like my glasses. I mean, so far people have liked my glasses, and I hope you like this shirt. If you want this shirt, I'll also try to link it up above. It's one of Nick Murray's collection of shirts, and he has some new shirts that are out that I plan on getting. And wait, he has these stamps that I like. These are funny. I can't read them out loud because I don't want to get demonetized, but I don't know. I thought it's funny, so they came with the shirts. But yeah, so I'll see you guys next time. Bye, peeps.